Good morning, everyone. Hi, hello, my name is EJ, and I am back again with another narrated or time-lapse video for us to watch and be entertained and whatnot. Before anything else, I would like to say Happy New Year. I should be posting this sometime around New Year's Day of 2025. I might be late, I might be early, I don't know. But yeah, Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope you guys had a great Merry Christmas and a happy holiday. So yeah, sorry about that, a little scratch in my throat. But yeah, let's talk about this particular artwork. This particular artwork is called Caught on Camera. This project started out as a daily spit paint sketch. I've mentioned daily spit paint before in my YouTube channel. Daily spit paint group is a group I'm part of in Facebook. We do 30-minute speed painting, speed sketches. It's a daily practice kind of thing. Basically, you get 4 prompts per day, and you get to do one of the prompts, or you pick one of the prompts and do a 30-minute sketch based on that prompt, and that's it. That's all you get, is just 30 minutes. The whole practice is, for speed work, trying to be as efficient as possible with your decision making process and the art creation process, which is super interesting because that is one of the topics that I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, but for now, let's concentrate on what is going on the screen. So first, I was doing a few sketches. Okay, let me backtrack real quick. I know that I mentioned that I did this for the Daily Spit Paint group on Facebook. I apologize that I did not get to include my screen recording of that particular artwork. I wish I was able to include it in this video. I was not able to. But yeah, it was a 30-minute digital paint that I did of the subject matter, right? The prompt was caught on camera. And instead of painting what it was caught on camera, I decided to paint a photographer who got caught on camera taking a photo. So that was kind of like my not so brilliant idea of remixing the prompt and whatnot. So yeah, so that was a speed paint that I did. It did not get included on this particular video. After I did that, I really loved the color theme of that particular sketch, so I decided that I was going to develop it more, and this is where all the sketches came in. So I took some time, did a few photo, or not really so much as a full-blown study, but a sketch studies of a few photojournalists that I saw online. So I did a few sketches, get some inspiration, and then of course I fired up Blender and a human creator, this plugin for Blender. I think that's what the program is called. It's either a human creator or human maker. It's a paid add-on in Blender Market. I'm blanking out on the name. I'm so sorry, but it's a good plugin. It's one of the more popular plugins on Blender Market. But yeah, I created a character on that software, and I basically did a render of that character right in that camera pose. In that pose of, a photojournalist holding a camera and whatnot. So I did a render of it. And the reason why I did is because I really wanted to nail down the lighting. On the original speed paint that I did, it was backlit, and backlit subjects are always difficult to work with. So I really wanted the lighting aspect of it. And then of course, I also wanted just a good reference for the character itself. So yeah, oh look, the original speed paint is right there. I didn't realize that it was part of a creation process. So in the canvas on the top left, you see my original speed paint. I really love that color palette, like the pink and the blues on it. And then you see the sun in the middle. giving this backlit effect on that photographer. So that was my 30-minute speed paint that I did, that I submitted for the daily speed paint group, that I am now developing into this full-blown illustration, right? Because I was really in love with the color scheme. You know, I really love the pinks on it. Yeah, the pinks are really good. I thought it worked very well with that blue sky. So yeah. But anyways, going back to the process, so I did a 3D render. I obviously had my light reference now. I also used that 3D reference to kind of quickly sketch the pose, and then of course I'm doing all my line work now. So I did my quick sketches. I did a few other quick sketches on top of those quick sketches to kind of figure out finger placement, and as well as strap placement, as well as all these other elements that I wanted on there, like what the vest was going to look like and all this great stuff, the helmet, and yada yada. So, and then as soon as I had all those quick sketches down, I started on my good line sketch. That's what we're taking a look at right now. I am quickly going over all the line work that I did earlier with my quick sketches. They're all under a layer, obviously, as you can see, and then I'm just basically tracing back over it with a cleaner line sketch. So kind of cleaning things up to help me along with my illustration. And then after this, I'm gonna quickly lay down my colors. It's super messy. I like doing it this way because it generates a lot of noise that I could work with in the detailing process. So I take my random mech brush, just lay down some colors. After laying down those colors, I go over the values. The values is the most important thing. One of the things I learned from Mark Ibuchi, really great YouTube artist to watch. One of the things I learned from him is how, colors doesn't matter nowhere near as much as value levels. Value levels is very, very, very helpful. So after laying down the colors, I went back and did my shadows and added a few highlights and whatnot. And then as soon as I got all of those, I merged all of them on one layer. And then I smudged them with my smudge texture brush, my favorite texture brush. And then after smudging all of them into this one goopy, soupy mess, I end up with what I call my base layer that I end up detailing for the rest of the time. So that's what we're going to be watching on for the next few minutes. I'm going to take a little break from speaking. You guys just enjoy the show. And then I'm going to go back towards the end of this video to talk about a few things about this process, as well as my self-critique about this particular artwork. So yeah, enjoy the show for now. So as we can see, I've started my detailing process, right? And whatnot. And that's the detailing process is just basically me refining everything that I have laid out in the first few hours of my illustration. The detailing part is really one of my favorite process because it is the Zen part, is what I call it. Is basically me just tuning out of all the creative, or tuning out all the thinking of creative decisions, because the majority of the creative decisions, the most important ones anyways, like, proportions, subject placement, values, color choices, all that stuff, all of that has already been made. And basically all I'm doing is just refining things, and it's fun because this is the part where I can just put on the music and just listen to the music and just zone out and not think. That's awesome. This is the part that I really consider to be therapeutic in artwork, right? The artwork creation process, the detailing process is hands down the most therapeutic one, because like those first few initial stages of the art creation process is actually a lot of thinking. So there's a lot of decisions that kind of goes on in those first few stages. So yeah, too much thinking, but then towards the end of it, like this part, it's the fun part. So but anyways, the subject matter that I really wanted to talk so much about is the length of time that I've been taking to create my artwork. So when I started out in 2017, I think 2017, 2016, that's when sorry, again, scratchy throat, do apologize. Back in 2017 was when I started thinking, or started really concentrating on more workflow processes with digital painting and whatnot. And when I started out back in the day, I had basically these two goals every year, which is every week practice my speed paint, which is what the daily speed paint group is all about for me, and that's the reason why I try to be part of that group and try to be active in that group as much as I can. It's just good practice, right? And I'll go over that in a second. So there's the speed paint work aspect, right, that I wanted to concentrate. Basically, do some speed paint work every week for the whole year. There's like 52 speed paints or whatnot. And then do about 16 of these long format works, the long grind or whatever. The kind of work that would take me, 30, 40 hours to do, right? Which is what this illustration is. I really wanted this to be a long illustration. I wanted to take my time with it. I wanted to really fully detail it. Right? So when I started in 2017, my goal was what I called 1652. 16 long illustrations, 52 speed paints, right? The speed paint is easy to do, because the thing with speed paints is that it don't have to be perfect, right? You just have to nail the whole essence of the painting down. So long as you get the whole essence of the painting down, then it's good. Is it, good looking? Absolutely not. Like 80% of all my speed paints look horrible, that I don't even post it on social media, aside from the daily speed paint group. They don't look very good at all, and they're not supposed to. Because the whole idea of the speed paint is to speed up your decision making process. It's not about speeding up your workflow. It's not about speeding up your brushwork. It's not about speeding up any of those things. It's about speeding up your decision making process. How fast you quickly make your decisions. Because artists just generally gets on debate loops, should I use red, should I use green, should I use blue? Like, none of that stuff matters. If you do a red shirt or a green shirt or a blue shirt, it's not going to matter as much. I mean, to a certain degree, it would matter with color harmony and all that stuff, right? But for the most part, so long as you have your values down and your basic what's the word I'm looking for, like the base things that a painting needs, right? The basic building blocks. So long as you have those down, all these other decisions are just external, or you know, not that huge of a deal, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, that's really what the daily speed paint is all about, is just making those decisions as quickly as possible so that you could concentrate on just making your photos look better, basically. So yeah, but I'm kind of like in a transition period, because that 1652 goal that I originally have is kind of, it has mutated over the years. I really wanted to focus a whole lot on the long illustrations, and I still am to a certain degree, but my speed paint work somehow has kind of started taking over. A lot of the work that I've been posting has been under 5 hours, which I still considered speed work. Anything above 5 hours, I don't consider speed work anymore. What I noticed lately is that I've been doing a lot of 7 to 12 hour works instead of 40-hour works. Those 7 to 12 hour works, even though they're exhausting for me, a lot more exhausting than the 40-hour work, honestly. Those 7 to 12 hour works are exhausting simply because they're in a smaller time frame. But those have been looking really good. So I think I'm going to concentrate on this mid-level kind of work, as well as concentrating on my speed paint. So yeah, but that's what I really wanted to talk about, which I'm kind of running low on time because I realized this video is almost over. So I guess if I have to summarize the thoughts in my head, there's always this debate about how fast or how slow should your artwork be. And personally, for me, I still stand by, you know, on the side of quality. If I have to make a choice between speed or quality, I will always go with quality as much as possible, right? Doing speed work is helpful because it does save you some time, right? But in the long run, longer format works like this one almost always ends up looking better. I have 2 artwork that talks, or that has illustrated photojournalists. One was done in 7 hours, and then of course this second one was done around 20 plus hours. I'll post it sometime on my social media so you guys can do a comparison on which one's better, but hands down, quality work is always best versus speed work. But speed work helps a lot with your quality work. So basically, if I have to summarize everything, you guys need to practice both. So practice your speed work, practice your longer format works. They're both helpful. But if I have to make a choice between the two, I will still stand by quality work, hands down. So yeah. But anyways, this video is almost done. I just want to say again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a great one. And whatnot, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully learn a thing or two from it. So yeah, anyways, this is the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Good night.